Yes, direct. The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Danny Laurel, and here are the biggest stories on the economic and corporate front. President Bongbong Marcos is set to wrap up his visit to Switzerland for the World Economic Forum. But before that, he made sure to drum up more global investor interest in the Philippines by putting its young workforce in the spotlight of recent discussions. Gerard de la Peña with the details.
The changing dynamics of trade has revealed one thing about the Philippine economy, that there are emerging sources of investments. This is what President Bongbong Marcos told delegates of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. In his dialogue with WEF President Jorge Brend, Marcos Jr. said one of the country's strongest sources of foreign direct investments now is Singapore. In the past, these were China and the United States. The president explained that trade partnerships are becoming more regional.
I think there has been a consensus amongst the Southeast Asian countries, Asia-Pacific countries, that we have to build these partnerships together. And the idea was really that because of we need to encourage trade and to have these partnerships because we are coming into an uncertain world with the post-pandemic global economy.
He added that the government has focused on MSMEs to help push the domestic economy. Trade Chief Alfredo Pascual explained the importance of the country's WEF participation for the sector.
Ang isang mas malaking objective ko nga ay makapag-exchange ng ideas kung paano, halimbawa, tutulungan ang mga maliliit na negosyo, yung mga tinatawag nating MSME, ano ba ang strategy natin.
In selling the Philippines as an investment destination, the president put forth the young and skilled Filipino workforce who can speak English well.
The reason that I'm so confident about that is because we have this workforce. We have a very, very good workforce in the Philippines. We have the youngest workforce in Asia. You might be surprised to learn that the average age of a Filipino worker is 23 and a half years old.
Marcos Jr. is scheduled to meet with the Filipino community in Zurich before flying back home. Reporting from Davos, Switzerland, for News 5, Gerard de la Peña, we are One News.
President Bongbong Marcos is confident that the Philippines will be able to resist global recessionary headwinds. In a speech in Davos, Marcos Jr. said the upskilling of the country's labor force is powering economic growth. He warned, though, that increasing tensions in the South China Sea are affecting trade exchanges in the region.
As long as in my theory, my belief, and I think I'm right in that, is that as long as the unemployment rate stays low, then the recessionary forces are something that we can resist. And so that's why I think that gives a good foundation for growth.
The chief executive is also optimistic on the growth of the domestic economy this year, estimating it at about 7%. The government's projection is only at 6.5%, but Marcos said there are indicators that this may be surpassed.
Our strong macroeconomic fundamentals, fiscal discipline, structural reforms, and liberalization of key sectors instituted over the years have enabled us to withstand the negative shocks caused by the pandemic and succeeding economic downturns and map a route towards a strong recovery.
Still in Davos, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky aired frustration about not securing enough weaponries 11 months into Russia's invasion. Let's listen in.
Не можна виїжджати тільки на мотивованості, на моралі. Ні. Це просто слова, ви знаєте, це просто зайва риторика. Є конкретні речі, від чого залежить стійкість на полі бою. І ці конкретні речі ми очікуємо. Я ще раз можу подякувати за допомогу нашим партнерам, але при цьому Знаєте, є такі моменти, коли не треба вагатися або не треба порівнюватись. Коли ти кажеш, я дам, наприклад, танки, якщо хтось інший також дасть танки. І я потужний у Європі, я допоможу, якщо хтось, той, хто поза Європою, також допоможе. Мені здається, що це не дуже правильна стратегія. Ми не можемо туди дістати ворога. Для цього потрібна відповідна зброя. Вона є у партнерів. Це також дуже важливо. Ми ж не вигадуємо якийсь дефіцит, якого немає, і давайте терміново щось робити. Це не початок ковіду-19, коли всі шукали вакцину. Вакцина проти російської тиранії, вакцина проти цієї зброї, вона є відома. Є лист держав, у яких це є конкретний лист від нас, що нам потрібно. Хочете допомогти? Допоможіть. Без діалогу. Просто допоможіть.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Danny Laurel. The Philippine Amalgamated Supermarkets Association says around 25 manufacturers intend to increase the prices of their products. Pag-asa President Stephen Kua told the big story that items that may become more expensive include basic and prime commodities. He explained that manufacturers don't want to hike prices unless necessary, as they would lose market share to competitors. For now, Kua called on the government to look into the widening gap between farm gate and retail prices of commodities.
They should check out why farm gate prices are that low. On one end, associations which have to do with egg producers and onion growers are saying that they're selling their products at such low prices. How come it comes on to the shelves of supermarkets at such high prices?
Economists say inflation has peaked, but consumers on the ground feel more and more helpless, and one staple is seen to become even more or less accessible. Here to talk to us about the prices of eggs, we have with us Joji San Diego, Philippine Egg Board Association Chairman. Sir Joji, good morning and welcome to the broadcast.
Good morning at good morning din sa mga viewers at listeners mo.
Boss, ang sakit sir, pati ba naman itlog nagmamahal? What is the situation like and why are egg prices increasing?
Well, we are on the low side of our production now because of several factors. In 2021, a lot of egg producers lost money because there was an oversupply and the feed prices went up.
Okay.
So, nung 2021, maraming small and medium egg farmers ang tumigil and the big ones reduced their volumes. Now, last year was a different matter. Nagkaroon ng sakit ang mga manok.
Okay.
First, it was adenovirus, then the bird flu came in. And ang dami nawala sa layer population. And that explains the low side of the production now.
Okay, sir, how long is this situation going to be persisting? Or are producers starting to go back to the normal levels of production? Bumababa na ba yung prices of feeds? And is this issue on the health of the chickens already solved?
No, the feed cost keeps on rising. Well, as far as the supply is concerned, approximately yung cycle namin is about 1 year.
Okay.
So it will take about 1 year to increase the production.
I see, sir. What about the issue po of the health of the chickens and the bird flu na nangyari po last year? To what extent has this been contained?
It depends on the region, no? The hardest hit by bird flu was the central Luzon area,
Okay.
wherein millions of birds were condemned. And as of now, we have not controlled the bird flu infection yet. So
Okay.
we can never tell kung bababa pa yung production. But certainly, increasing production will take some time.
Okay, what is the immediate solution po for the prices to at least be managed at this point in time? Ano pong magagawa ngayon?
We can project the production volume, but regarding prices, it will really depend on the economy. It's the purchasing power of the Filipinos. Yung mga kababayan natin, meron kami tinatawag Danny na threshold na sa prices. When it reaches that threshold, the price, kung hindi na kayang bilhin ng tao, well, bababa ang presyo niyan because egg is a perishable product.
Okay.
So, pag hindi na binibili, we cannot store the egg. So, ang magiging trend dyan, when it reaches that level, bababa yung presyo.
Okay, sir. Pero is there a shortage at the moment? Can you say that there is a shortage in terms of the supply versus the demand? Or it's just meron namang supply, mahal lang?
Oh, I don't think there's a shortage kasi you can find egg everywhere.
Okay.
Medyo medyo tight yung supply because of the reduction in volume of the egg being produced here in the Philippines.
Okay. Sir, may indication po ba kayo of the prices and the trends in the prices? Gaano po siya nagmahal?
Yeah.
And what is your view on that? Kailan po siya mag-normalize?
Nung nagmahal yan, we observed because the first semester of last year, lugi pa rin kami.
Okay.
Then we observed the price increase and also because of the increased demand in November, going Christmas and New Year. Historically, tumataas talaga yung demand dahil yung mga kakanin na ginagawa pa sa bagong taon, the cakes and everything. So,
Okay.
we were able to increase the prices a bit and it remained to that at that price at least, up to this time. Pero to tell you, farm gate prices ranges, average siguro will be 7 pesos 10 centavos for medium eggs. And it is as low as 593 in Cebu to as high as 783 in Ilocos region.
Okay, understood, sir. Sir, we're talking a lot in the broadcast about the president in Davos, Switzerland right now, always
Yes.
touting food security, saying it's one of his top priorities. Can you say
Yeah.
that you are feeling it po in the Egg Board Association or, just in the industry that there is going to be better security in terms of at least in the supply of egg and food in the country?
Yes, we need focus on our agri sector. If you have observed, almost all agricultural products have been very high. We have been experiencing high prices for our agri products. And the president, being the president, ang daming problema ng Pilipinas eh.
Okay.
So, nung pa sinasabi namin, the agri sector needs focus. In fact, yun ang sinabi niya eh, that he wants the Philippines to be the agri-hub of the world. How can that be kung wala namang focus? Kami, halimbawa, even other agri-sectors, hindi naman kami masyadong nakukonsulta.
Mhm.
Because the President is busy with the other sectors of the economy.
Mhm.
So, noong pa namin sinasabi, even the senators now are expressing openly that there should be a permanent secretary for the agri-sector. So, who can focus? Ang sinasabi nga namin, kung magka-assign ng secretary, yung sana yung matino at yung malasakit
Mhm.
nasa mga local farmers and local agriculture.
Okay.
Hindi yung nangyari nito mga nakaraan, ang focus ito import.
Okay, so you're mentioning, sir, that it's high time to appoint a permanent agri chief, no? Final question, sir, ano pong magagawa ng government right now? Because they have tried, at least for the onion situation and the sugar situation, they have tapped into lowering the tariffs longer. They have tapped into importation. Nag-distribute po sila ng fertilizers for free. Dito po sa poultry, egg situation, anong magagawa ng gobyerno at this point? Meron bang solusyon dyan related to importation or something similar to fertilizers?
Yun nga ang inaano namin. Kaya hindi makagain ang agri-sector ng confidence. Let me put it this way. Yung problema natin sa sibuyas, simple problema yan. Hanggang ngayon walang solusyon. Halos isang buwan na yan, hindi nagagawa ng solusyon. What more with our business, na more complicated yung production cycle namin
Okay.
than the onions.
All right. So medyo kailangan pa i-investigate further, no, how we can ensure the food security, especially for a very important staple
Yes.
such as eggs.
Yes.
Maraming salamat po for your insights, Gregorio San Diego, Philippine Egg Board Association Chairman.
Maraming salamat din sa pagkakataon.
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online, or visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Danny Laurel. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News, all sites, all the time.